Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Comic Book Nostalgia. I'm CB Nostalgia, and we have a little bit of an update on the Wonder Twins. Well, I don't think I was the only one who was pretty shocked that we found out a couple of weeks ago that the Wonder Twins are getting their own movie from Warner Brothers that will show up on HBO Max. We know that Adam Sykeel is set to write and direct the feature, but now we found out a little more information about when production will start, some additional castings, and maybe even the villains. So let's dive into the full story. Before we do this though, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and ring the bell for all the updates. Also, the big giveaway. We're going to give away this Oculus Quest 2 at 50,000 subscribers. All you need to do to get in on the giveaway is be a subscriber and leave us a comment. Also, while you're at it, make sure you check out that free Week of Skillshare down below. It's a pretty cool way for you to develop your superhero skills for that never-ending war on crime, all while not diving too deep into your pockets. Plus, it really does help the channel, so we really appreciate it. Well, like I was saying, most of us were pretty surprised when we found out the Wonder Twins are making their way to live action from DC and will be headed over to HBO Max. Adam Sykeel is set to write and direct the feature. He actually wrote The Black Adam, and he has quite the task in front of him to bring to life these rather silly superheroes. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the Wonder Twins, they've never been seen in live-action adaptations in movies, but it will follow two siblings, Zan and Jaina. They're both from another planet and have rather interesting powers. Now, most people are familiar with them from the Hanna-Barbera cartoon show, The All-New Super Friends. And their powers are that Jaina can turn into any animal and Zan can turn into water. Yes, water. Now, historically, in the show, they also had an alien monkey named Gleek, and right now it's unclear whether Gleek will make it into the movie, but if you're asking me, that would be a huge mistake. Now, we have a new report from the Hashtag Show, so like everything, it doesn't come from Warner Brothers or DC Films or HBO, so take it with a grain of salt, but these guys have a pretty good track record. First up, we've got a kickoff for the production, and apparently it's set to start on July the 5th down in Atlanta, Georgia. This means over the next couple of months, we might be getting a lot of casting news and maybe even some concept art, so stay tuned. They're also reporting some rather interesting casting details that could give us some ideas about the story. The first casting is a character named Kenzie, and this person will be Jana's roommate. Now, the description is they want an Australian female that's over 18 to play an 18-year-old character. The person can be any ethnicity, but ideally they will have an Australian accent. They describe her as optimistic, but isn't all there with a couple of loose screws. Apparently, her one quest is to become best friends with Jaina, no matter the cost. She also has a massive crush on Chad. That will be Zan's alternate name for Earth. And she even encourages him when it comes to the use of his powers. I think this character will likely be a good guy, but somewhat of a pain-in-the-butt type plot driver, but we'll have to wait and see. The other thing the Hashtag Show is reporting is the possibility of the villains, and this would be another pair of evil twins. Now, what they are saying is the two possible villains or side villains of the film are Pills and Vinka. Now, they're another set of twins that are kind of like the creepy girls from The Shining. They do everything in unison. They wear the same clothes, they talk the same, they walk the same. Now, quite honestly, they're reporting it as unnerving, and I totally believe it. Now, apparently, they are on a mission to kill Jaina and Zan. How this comes about, we don't know yet, but I'm sure it will be a primary plot of the movie. And the only other description they're giving is they are about 17 years old. Now, there are not a lot of other details being given. The tone does sound very similar to Shazam, where there'll be plenty of action, but it will definitely be somewhat of a comedic romp. For me, this does make a lot of sense. These characters are kind of hard to take very seriously, and given how their powers work, and even the possibilities of an intelligent alien monkey joining them, it would really be hard to have a serious tone for this movie, so this is probably the best path. The Wonder Twins were pretty cool on the cartoon. I'm not too sure how they're going to work on the big screen, but I'm going to give this a chance, and I have a lot of nostalgia tied to the Super Friends show, so what can I say? What do you guys think? How do you feel about the Wonder Twins coming to HBO Max? And what do you think of the possibilities of these really creepy villains? Sound off in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you hit like, click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you're not getting any updates. Peace.